Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 22nd episode of Kumo Desu ga Nani ka. And last episode we did not have Kumo. Actually, Kumoko was quite sad. But what we did have though was the beginning of a big old battle with like soldiers and stuff. And Hugo really getting in on Sensei. Luckily Sensei did not die. There was a little touch and go there. And actually at the end Shun showed up to so now we actually have our epic encounter between the true hero and the false hero, right? So I mean that's kind of what we ended off on, so that's pretty like a pretty hype, something to hype us up for this episode. So I'm kind of hyped for this episode as a result. So yeah, let's see exactly if maybe we can turn the tides of this battle or just get away successfully. I would take either at this point. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, those are definitely soldiers. Hey, we're just jumping right into it. Hey, there's Kumoko. Wow, she actually did show up. It'd be really nice to be like a mage in the background so you have higher chance of surviving. Kumo is, except it's Kumo as in Claud. That's funny. It doesn't translate well, but that's funny. Oh god. Yeah, this is a battlefield. You really gotta be careful. I have missed you so much, Kumoko. Don't have to tell me twice. Wow, there's nothing like a reporter that's just in the middle of things to really let the people at home realize what's going on there. How dangerous it is. How glad you are to not be there. You know, she's there so you don't have to, kind of thing. I really was not expecting that. Like little reporter Kumiko on the scenes, just blood and everything everywhere. You know that scene where she walks away from all the students? Just half the time I watch it, I don't know if it's because of the angle or something, but it looks like there's just a bunch of heads, separate heads on the ground that she's walking away from. Maybe it's because they're just so still and lifeless in addition to the camera angle, I don't know. But I think that like half the time I see that. I'm probably the only one. Yeah, back into the action. 42,000. So what exactly are you gonna do here, Kumoko? That's my question. I'm actually not that familiar with the Sekigahara battle, so I wouldn't know. I have heard of it, though. What would we do without her as the commentator on the sidelines? No need to point fingers at. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. It's literally all her fault. Depending on who you ask. We all make mistakes, don't worry about it. I'm sure a surprising amount. But yeah, things definitely bubbling under the surface for a while. Really not. I wouldn't kick yourself too much for it. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Are we gonna do some more killing, more XP gathering, more grinding, if you will? I like how we're making sure to whisper this report. Yeah, just could you imagine how much XP that would be total? It'd be a crazy amount. Just use a couple AoE spells and just rack it up. Like Consecration Aura or Blizzard or something. Imagine you're in the middle of a big old battle and a spider just falls from the sky on you. I like that's just what they, what she sees them as, not people, just human-shaped experience points. A human-shaped pile of experience points. That's all they are to her. Did we just kill them all? Just that, like that? I bet they weren't ready for that. You can't tear your way out of that slaughter. But it's all good. What was that? That wasn't Kumoko's doing, right? So... Oh, okay, I know who that is. Ariel, it's a long time no see. Yeah, you were over there not too long ago. But I guess that's in the past. I mean, on the bright side, we might get that shot of we see in the opening now. Maybe. The one I was hoping to see. Jeez, the amount of power she can just shoot out. Maybe he's ready for a second wind. You never know. Maybe that's not even his final form. But it's just a 3D model. Kumo, what? Kumorn? What does that even mean? I know it has Kumo in it, but... Yeah, but I'd be willing to try. And the blood stained like horn, that looks really good. Does he look like the joking type? I love the camera work there as well. Fair enough, I can respect that. Can I volunteer as tribute? Were we not supposed to say that? Wow, a shot from inside of her mouth. I didn't know I wanted that. Oh god, that probably hurt. Yeah. That looks like it did it. There's a little spider that might want to give you some trouble. Another one bites the dust. You know, she's definitely related to Kumoko. Yeah, if there was ever any doubt, that cleared it up. What? I don't know why, but I kind of love her 3D model. It's oddly charming. Oh. There's a little body spirit thingy behind you. I don't know how I survived last episode without you. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it just goes to waste, so... Well, I just ate, so I'm actually not hungry, but... So, yeah, feel free to have it all yourself. You just kinda snuck up on us, didn't you? What do you mean? Ariel? Is there two other? Oh, you mean, oh, that's what he means. Okay, the fact that she's in there. Okay, now I'm caught up. That explains a lot, actually. Didn't really think about it in those terms. I didn't really think about her, like, having an effect on Ariel, like, her behavior. So I was a little bit confused. I was, like, not quite getting it, but I feel like I'm all caught up now. Yeah. Those are definitely Kumako's memories. Yeah, they're invited guests. Some have been treated better than others. Some are dead. That's a yes. Yes. Gakia. And that body just sitting there uneaten, by the way. Make it really hard to focus, Kumako. And that's what brings you to teleporting over to the real Kumako. Okay, just gonna teleport on over, and that'll catch us up to the current situation. Yeah, now it's time to panic. Man, she knows how to make an entrance. I respectfully disagree. That sentence. The worst kind of sentence. Even worse than a run-on-one. Oh, okay, that almost hit. Okay, we gotta be careful. That did not work. Did you bump into something? Like an invisible force field? Did Ariel do something? Yeah. I mean, I know there was a barrier before, but I thought that was taken down. Oh god, how does she look so cute and so scary at the same time? Oh god, jeez, oh wow. Yeah, that'll kill anything in its like 2-mile radius. I She's just so damn hot, it's really not even fair. Oh, that is really bad. Okay, this is just... I don't know how we get out of this. This might actually be the end. We're dodging pretty well, though. All things considered. You know, I thought there'd be a lot of focus on Shun and Hugo this episode, but there really hasn't. Like, they're there, you know, somewhere doing things, but not really on camera much. Yeah, as expected of the Demon King. We are not doing a lot. I know, right? That's kind of her character. Yeah, this might just be the last battle between these two. Before the status quo greatly changes. Ruler of Gluttony. So, do you have any plans, Kumo? Oh, Kumoko. What a question. uh, oh, that hit. Well, we're not dead yet. You will be remembered. Yeah, she's still here. Who? Who said that? Oh, little, well, Shun's brother, whichever one it's supposed to be. I don't know. I know I got really confused on timeline stuff this episode, and I apologize for that. I mean, technically you are, but... Okay, yeah, brother, Julius. That's what I figured. He's pretty brave, little tyke. Well, he is like a hero, you know. Shaking sword. Understandably, both the things in front of him are very powerful. Hero, yay. The power to slay a demon, yeah, that'd be something to worry about. Yeah, because if she did try to attack him, then you could obviously attack her as well, so... A bit of a, yeah, three-way kind of thing. Just one of the situations whoever moves first is at disadvantage, so nobody moves. Well, I can assume that Julius didn't do that. You should could. Uh, it probably is. Yeah, I might want to dodge it then. Uh, or not, or she didn't just like die there, did she? Surely not. But yeah, meanwhile, now we're back to the proper timeline. Because the show just loves to confuse me like that. Saving the day, trying to. That too. Because I know people talked about Kimiko dying, or Sensei talked about that, but like, I still refuse to believe that. But I wish I could ignore you. Sure. Do you remember him at all? Did he lose memories? Did he sacrifice memories? It's like, get away from me, you filthy non-main character. Well, I could have told you he wouldn't. You're not a good person. You know that? You're barely standing up right now. Just withdraw, please. Yeah, you're in no position to represent. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, you said that before, and you got yourself kind of stuck. The frame rate on some of these transitions or camera movement looks a little bit jittery. Like low frame rate. A lot of them. Greed, lusts. Human slaughter. Right. Don't ask me. The show has a very complicated skill system, acquisition process, and all that. Very complicated, intricate, in-depth stuff. I'm pretty sure he is. Like, I was sure of that like 10 episodes ago. Let me just look at that dark aura around him. Ah! Are we gonna end on this? Yeah. The episode I thought we full of Shun and Hyogo battling was not, in fact. But we got Kumiko, so I'm not going to complain. I'm a little bit unhappy with how either confused or slow on the uptake I was this episode. But I'm trying to not let that bother me too much, but... Because I understand now. That's the important thing. Any kind of stinger? Yep. Yeah, it definitely was a very volatile variable. I don't know what you'd call it. Can I open that eye? Nope. My old friend. Why? Who's the old friend in this case, and what'd he do? So many questions from Untitled. Okay, that was the 22nd episode of Kumo Desu ga Nanika. And yeah, I mean, we actually got Kumiko this episode, which is the biggest thing, the most exciting thing. We see like armies clashing and stuff, and then suddenly we see Kumiko pop up as like a local reporter on the site, reporting to the masses about the war situation and trying not to die horribly, right? And we had a nice little pun with the clouds, you know, Kumo Desu ga Nanika. The joke there is that Kumo It can mean both spider or cloud, depends on the kanji it's written with, and that was the kanji for cloud, so that was funny. There's pretty much literally no way to translate that into English without losing the joke, but luckily I got it because I'm enough of a weeb to do so. So that was funny. And yeah, Kumiko just like blood splattering everywhere, and Kumiko thinks of it as a pretty good opportunity to make some XP, which makes sense. I think she made a comment on that before as well. But yeah, just mad piles of XP all over the place, so why not just claim it for yourself, right? Makes sense, makes sense. Because she needs XP because she's still dealing with the Demon Lord, Demon King, Ariel, who's a bit of a problem, right? And apparently she was still battling that one dragon dude that had an issue with her. So we had that cool fight going on, which is cool because they're obviously both very powerful entities, but we knew which way that fight was going to end, right? Right? It was only going to end one way. I mean, Ariel's still around, right, in current time, so that kind of has a bit of a spoilery, inherently nature to it, right? So, Kumiko, I wasn't sure how long it would take her to show up in the episode. I'm glad she showed up before the opening. I do quite appreciate that. Unfortunately for Kumiko, somebody else showed up as well. Ariel, right? Because she had, teleportation gate, so she just kind of pops up. And she wasn't ready for that, especially because like the environment and everything is so not in her favor. We got this barrier up, which is making it very difficult to do anything for her. She's like barely dodging attacks and stuff. Very, very giddy. Like it's we got to be very careful there for sure. And we had a little bit of talk of the reincarnation stuff this episode. I don't really have much to say on it, but it's always good to get more of that. Talking about the fate of the world and all that, trying to avert it. So obviously a really important plot point, so it's good to always kind of bring that up, get some more clarification on it and all that good stuff. But like all the shots of the Ariel are just so good. Like she's so good at being like cute, intimidating, sexy. Like she can like be all these things that I like at the same time. It's just really impressive stuff. Really, like who wouldn't want to serve her, honestly? I definitely would do so. But the battle definitely seems pretty one-sided, like just at least until Julius showed up, right? Then it became a bit of a three-way battle. He just like showed up Julius and he's just so nervous, like the blade's shaking, which is understandable because Kumiko is extremely powerful, Ariel is extremely powerful, and he's just standing there with a sword, with just nothing but courage and hero powers backing him. Right? Like, he can't really 1v1. I mean, I know he has, like, a special anti-Demon King power. Like, that's kind of inherent with the hero skill, hero trait, what we want to call it. So there's that, but I don't think he's quite... I still don't think he could 1v1 Ariel. But I think the main issue here is, like, yeah, if Ariel tried to attack him, she leaves herself open for Kumiko to attack her. I think that was a bit of a... I don't think she actually said it out loud, but I think that was part of what was making her a bit wary there. It'll make sense. Very like Romance of the Three Kingdoms kind of ish sort of thing. But yeah, we eventually transition back over to our main characters who have their elf forest being attacked, right? We didn't do too much with it. I mean, really just kind of making it clear how far gone Hugo is, and once again kind of building up the big old epic conflict between Shun and Hugo, which I thought we already did that. I mean, we're going to get that this episode, but I guess we're pushing that forward a little bit. Now, that's fine, because it meant more time for Kumiko, so it's all good. But yeah, just Hugo. Also, there was some memory stuff there. I don't know how to take that. If he just like kind of lost some memories in exchange of all the skill acquisition he's been doing, the recovering power that he had to do after Sensei kind of got rid of his old skills. Maybe that was kind of a bit of a not client. What's the word I'm looking for? Sacrifice. That's the best word I can come up with. But yeah. Clearly he wants to attack Shun and Sensei. I got that much, that's for sure. Definitely got that point across. And I think that's pretty much everything I want to say on the episode. I mean, we got a shot from, like a POV shot from inside Ariel's mouth. I didn't think we'd get that, but we got it, and I'm kind of more happy with the episode as a result of that. Hopefully we get another case of that. That'd be pretty great. But yeah, the battle between Kumiko and Ariel, it really does look very reminiscent of that one shot in the opening, so that probably is what this is in reference to. So yeah, this might just be their like last real battle before things change. I mean, it didn't look like she died there because she used the Abyss magic, which supposedly can kill her even with the immortality, but like she doesn't die here though, right? Like I think there are stories or whatever of her doing things after this, but again, timeline confuses me a lot in this show because it like bounces back from like 10 years, 16 years, whatever it is, Kumiko time to modern time. And you know, sometimes it's clear when they do the jump, and sometimes it's not. It depends on who they focus on, right? Because anytime Kumiko, silly fun Kumiko is on screen, you can assume it's in the past. But sometimes they'll show someone that's still alive and doesn't visibly age much. Like if they show Ariel, sometimes you can't be sure if it's in the future or past because she doesn't change at all and she's still around. So yeah, that's always been a point of confusion for me in the show that I've done my best to deal with, mostly unsuccessfully. I'm just glad Kumiko's back, and next episode we might for real this time have our big battle between Shun and Hugo. That'd be pretty cool, assuming Shun doesn't die. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you click that like button and support me on Patreon, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.